Welcome back, Star Beings. Welcome to Spiritual Ascension, where we honor the soul, serve our life's purpose, and raise our vibration. I was in very deep sleep, and I woke up at 1:11 a.m. in the morning. And I'm actually recording this video at 2:22 on Friday, April the 3rd. So it's in the middle of the night. As we know, right now around the world, everyone's facing this global pandemic. And governments all around the world have decided to ask their citizens to stay home. Some people are temporarily laid off from work. And we're noticing some really, really huge and important social distancing requirements. So I just want to bring this message to you, and feel free to share it, because it is a very important message that was so important that my guides woke me up in the middle of my sleep and are pretty much pushing me to make this video. Right now, millions of people are sitting at home and they have nothing but time. And so my guides and my angels have asked me to let you guys know that we could choose so many different things to do with this extra time right now. It's very important that we take part of this time that we have been given to start reflecting on our own lives. That is huge right now, to do a self-reflection on your life. And everything happens for a reason. Everything happens in divine order. Everything happens the way it should happen. There is no such thing as mistakes. There's no such thing as good luck or bad luck. Everything happens in divine order. And so the universe has put us in a position where they are giving us time. It's very important to use part of this time to reflect on yourself. Reflect on humanity. Right now, we are starting to realize that as a society, we took a lot of the most simplest things for granted. The universe is reminding us that we are all connected. Think about that. The universe is reminding all of us that we are connected. This virus does not discriminate on any type of religion, spirituality. It doesn't matter what gender you are. It doesn't matter what the color of your skin, or if you're just a spiritual being going through a spiritual awakening. It doesn't matter. It's affecting all forms of life. It doesn't matter how rich you are, how poor you are. It doesn't matter. So on the global scheme of things, the universe is reminding us that we are all connected. Everybody, again, no matter what your background is, everybody's being affected by this. So keep that in mind, and keep in mind how important it really is to know that we are all connected. And God Source Energy really wants us to understand that we all come from that energy source. So it doesn't matter if you're alive today, if the person that lived 500 years ago, the person that lived 1,000 years ago, the person that lived 100,000 years ago, the person that lives 100,000 years from now, it doesn't matter. We're all connected. That is the biggest takeaway. We have taken things for granted, and the universe is reminding us that we are all connected. We are all one. You know, right now, we feel a sense of unity with what's going on the planet today. We really are, and like I mentioned in my prior video, this virus is actually bringing us closer together. But it's also given us time to self-reflect and decide what kind of life do we want to live after everything is said and done. After the stores open, after we go back to work, what kind of life do we want to live? The universe is reminding us that we are connected and we need to be grateful for what we have every day instead of being in such a hurry that we forget how blessed we truly are. Life has always been beautiful, and sometimes we find ourselves so caught up on the day-to-day that we don't even give thanks for being alive. We don't even give thanks for just getting a paycheck. We don't give thanks for the most simplest things. We take things for granted. People are always living this fast-paced life, and when you do that, you start to forget about the smallest things that we now take for granted. We are being offered a chance to slow down right now. Life goes so fast. Our lives are so fast with work and everything else that we are being offered a chance to slow down. We have been given the opportunity to become more grateful and to start making changes to our lives. That's very important. That is extremely important. Understand that we become self-loathing. We've become, our ego is all about us. It's all about us as an individual, not understanding that we are all connected. And we got to stop being so selfish. Are we using the time that the universe has given us right now for self-reflection, for self-growth, for self-development? Are you personally using the time to self-reflect, to be more grateful for the simplest things, as simple as just a haircut, right? Or the simple things of just being able to sit down in a restaurant and eat. The simple things of just being able to physically walk outside and socialize with people. You were living such a fast-paced life that you forgot to stop and smell the roses. You're living such a fast-paced life, you never made time to think. You've never made time to self-reflect. You never made time to ask yourself, what have I done wrong? What can I do better to become the best version of myself? And right now, the universe and this virus, this pandemic, has given us that opportunity to do self-reflection. And I can't express to you how important that is spiritually. Are we trying to grow as a human being by reading books? Are we meditating more? Are we finding answers when we reflect to say, what can I do to live a better life? What can I do to be the best version of myself? And receiving those answers from the universe. Are you using this time to do that? Or are you using this time to play more video games, watch more television, and ignore the gift of life that the universe has given you and me? The universe has given us. And what I always recommend is, before you go to bed every night, really take the time to write in your journal. It could be 2 things, 3 things, 4 things, 5 things. Write in your journal what you're grateful for. What happened today that you're grateful for? Maybe you're just grateful because you woke up and you lived another day. Maybe you're more grateful because of the opportunities that you have in front of you. It's very important to thank the universe. Source energy has given all of us life. We are connected to the stars. We are from the stars. Using this time to work on yourself is very important. Grow spiritually. Now's the time to really grow spiritually and decide to start living your life in a way that is not self-serving, which feeds the ego, which lowers our vibration, but instead a life of giving love to not just Mother Earth, but to humanity. That's very important. Source energy has given all of us life. We are connected to the stars. We are from the stars. Using this time to work on yourself is very important. Grow spiritually. Now's the time to really grow spiritually and decide to start living your life in a way that is not self-serving, which feeds the ego, which lowers our vibration, but instead a life of giving love to not just Mother Earth, but to humanity. That's very important. Spend the precious, precious time that we have right now and use that time to give love to Mother Earth and to humanity. It takes all of us to self-reflect and raise the vibration of this planet as a collective. And right now we have the opportunity to do that. My guides really want me to get that message out there. Listen, live the human experience. There's nothing wrong with watching movies. There's nothing wrong with playing video games. Don't stop enjoying them, but make sure that you set aside time that has been given to you right now to self-reflect and become the best, the very, very best version of yourself. And that version of yourself who does not take things for granted and who opens up their heart and soul and is willing to make their own self-sacrifices for the betterment of humanity. Imagine that. Self-sacrificing for the benefit of humanity. How important is that? And by the way, things will get better. Things will get back on track. Have fun, enjoy the human experience, but at the same time, self-reflection is key. We have the power right now, and this is so important, we have the power right now to make that change as individuals, which will lead to a global change in consciousness moving forward. So that is the message. My guides woke me up, wanted me to do this video for you. Once I saw they woke me up at 111, I knew that that was something very special, and I needed to make this video for you guys. So I hope that you guys out there are safe. My condolences to anyone out there who has lost somebody due to this virus. My thoughts and prayers go out to all the medical professions, you know, all the nurses, all the doctors that are on the front lines, going hand to hand, trying to save lives from people that have this virus without getting it themselves. So I want to say thank you to everybody out there who is doing their part to help. You shouldn't fear living your life. Don't allow the coronavirus, don't allow it to affect you in a negative way, to where you're allowing fear into your life, which is the lowest vibration. And we are multidimensional beings living a temporary human existence. So know that there is life after death. That was the message. I hope you received it well. Please stay safe. Don't be afraid. Just take precautions. Don't live in fear, but stay safe. Take the proper precautions. Listen to what the CDC is asking you to do, and use some of this time to be the best version of yourself, and tell yourself that when this is all said and done, that next chapter in your life, you learned so much through this one that next chapter of your life, you're going to start setting things right. You're going to get back on track, and you're going to stop and smell the roses that you've passed over and over again. So that was the message. Thank you so much for watching. Please enjoy the rest of your day. Have an energetic day, and I will see you all very, very soon. Peace, love, and light to each and every one of you. Thank you very much.